starters, I would like to give a little bit of a disclaimer. To anyone who cannot handle bad vibes, click off now, just for starters. For seconds, it's not alcoholic. For seconds, I would like to give, what's the words I'm looking for is, a couple of videos ago, I said something, I would come back, I'm sorry, this dryer is just really fucking distracting, and I'm really trying not to swear, anyway, please be mindful of that disclaimer, because in my cat went crazy. When the cat went crazy, I said that makes sense, and that I would touch on that later. So just before we start today, I would just like to touch on that, tell you what I meant by that. But first, I would like to preface this by saying, just to refresh, I was very, very young. Oldest I felt like I could have been 4, doubt it, maybe 2 or 3. And cat went crazy, and that made sense to me. In retrospect, that makes sense, because a little bit before the cat went crazy, for reasons that apparently did not have to do to me in that moment, you know, I remember this cat dearly. I remember this cat. So before cat went crazy, I remember I don't want those bastards coming after me. I remember going into the bathroom one day, locking the door so we could not be interrupted, and I'm sorry. I swear to God, that's meowing. I locked the door so we could not be interrupted, and oh yeah, and then I get to, I'm sorry, because I really don't want to, I took the cat and I would throw it into the toilet. God. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. This is a, it's not. It's not. It's not. It's not the story. It's not the story that's making me laugh. I swear to God, it's not the story that's making me laugh. It's not. If I could be genuine with you for a second, because I don't want to fucking restart. You know, it's heavy for me. It is really heavy for me. If I can finish though, I would throw the cat into the toilet. It'd jump out. It'd run all around the bathroom, and I would try to catch it, throw it back in the toilet, rinse and repeat. Of course, that is very disheartening. Very, very heavy to think about, and to talk about, and just, you know, sitting here and doing it in front of a camera. This non-alcoholic Dos Equis, it all just kind of added up in the moment. And I hope that you can, that you can understand and forgive me. Because nothing thematically, especially built within the context of the story. Wow. I need to move on. This isn't helping. So today what I really wanted to talk about was a memory that is not so far away. A memory that didn't happen to me when I was just a wee little lad. This was older adolescence, a young adult, if you will. A young adult. Older adolescence, young adult. I feel like I have so much hair in my mouth. It's driving me up the wall. And so I was having a lot of trouble sleeping one night. And once I finally did go to sleep, I had very, very vivid dreams where I was with the Schitt's Creek cast. The Schitt's Creek cast. Like, you know, their characters, obviously. We were dressed in like Men in Black suits, and it was really stressful. It was just really stressful. That's all I ever remember, just feeling immense stress, grief, and dread. And it felt so long. Like, I was getting exhausted in my dream. I'm like, when is this fucking dream coming to an end? And I've had dreams like that where I feel like I've been having that dream forever. And I'm like, okay, am I gonna fucking wake up now? And I did wake up because I have this very lovely cat who has been with me for 12 years. I love him to death. His name is Smoke. Waking me up, wanting to be let out of my room. And so, what is this for me in the context of the story? Smoke waking me up from my dreadful Schitt's Creek dream. That meant that I was awake and I had tangible sort of effect on the situation around me. I got out of bed. I opened the door. I let Smoke out of my room. And I immediately get back into bed. And I lay there for, I want to say, 30 seconds. Feel safer over here. For 30 seconds. Please, you're the one who started all of this. 30 seconds. And I started hearing a voice from my bathroom. The voice of my very lovely girlfriend at the time. You know, even by that point, I believe we were together for 2 years. 2 years. Excuse me. For 2 years. And, though she was not living with me, no. So to hear her voice emitting from my bathroom after I had been awake and fully conscious, by the way, for about 30 seconds in my bed, even I was in a good enough state mentally to know that this was incorrect, wrong even, I would go as far as to say. And I was a scared little boy. I was only 18, right before I turned 18. So I immediately recoiled in fear at this phenomenon, yes. And then I peeked open my eyes. I got a little sliver of bravery. I peeked open my eyes and I saw a shadowy figure come out from my bathroom. But my eyes are like this. Things are silhouetted within my vision. So I cower even more. I double down on my initial response to cower in fear. Yes. And after cowering for a little bit, you do get that sliver of bravery come back, and so you would open your eyes ever so slightly, as if they can see. And there I saw that same shadowy figure silhouetted to look precisely like my girlfriend, staring over at me, bent over just ever so slightly, staring at me. And like, if that was a murderer, and I was trying to pretend to be asleep, I can tell you I was not pretending very well. So, I cower. But at this point, you know, I start getting within my memory, especially, the sense of sleep brain. By this point, sleep brain. Because, you know, first off, I go from cowering to opening my eyes again, because, you know, that's some sleep brain shit, maybe. And she was walking the perimeter of the bed. The bed was in the middle of the room. She started here by the bedside with me, great bedside manner, walked around the perimeter of the bed, and I felt her get in bed with me. And by this point, your boy had been preheating long enough. I was about to snap. I was about to go bananas. So I said to myself, whatever this is not my girlfriend. It's impossible. I'm smart enough to figure that out. Impossible. So it's going to die. I reach over. Oh, actually, this is a great example. I'll just take it up. I reach over and I start choking, but I don't feel a neck. I feel my hands interlocking as I'm choking it, and I'm squeezing it as hard as I possibly can. And I remember screaming as loudly as I can, like, but I don't really remember hearing it, so maybe, you know, that part didn't make it into reality. But what was staring at me was the face of my girlfriend. But it had these black out eyes, and it was kind of like a melting face. And I just remember going, it was just getting fuzzier and fuzzier by the second. And next thing I remember is, this is the weirdest part for me. I feel like I'm about to cry. Jesus Christ, dude. That's that motherfucker. What was I saying? The next thing I remember is I just started this job at this warehouse where I load trucks. Warehouse was very liminal space, very far down. These giant racks we call the blue steel. It's sort of like Kansas, you know, it's like manufactured liminality, if that's the word for it. Liminality? Probably the first thing I said. Liminality. Kind of manufactured in a sort of symmetrical, sort of consistent way. And I was just running. Next thing I remember is I was just running through this empty warehouse, feeling like something was chasing me. And I was going, just deep breathing, and running for my life, just feeling so fucking scared. And 7:30 alarm went off, and I awakened in my bed to, not 7:30, it had to have been 7 o'clock, not important, to again go to work at this warehouse. I gotta wrap it up soon. I woke up and I was just fucking shell-shocked. I didn't know how to act. I didn't know what to rationalize. That felt like sleep paralysis that went into a dream state. You know, sleep paralysis, obviously. But I cried on my way to work that day. Wanted to go home early. I told my boss, hey, I feel very sick. He's like, it's probably allergies. Just let me know if you know, still want to go home in a couple of hours. And my grandma died, so I had to, you know, go home. I had to go home. Weird day. Weird day. I'm gonna end on 17, 16.